What's good, YouTube gang, my IG gang? It's your girl Lita back with another video. This is my show, Lita's Inspiration. This is my baby, and I am taking my time with it. I'm doing different upgrades. I'm trying to get with the editing thing. That's something that I'm trying to get with. But we're moving along. We're moving along. If you're new to my channel, thank you for coming along to my channel. Thank you for clicking. This is a positive show where I tell my different experiences in life, and I just try to be positive on this show. If anything, I just want to instill greatness in you guys and just let you know that people really out here that care and that are positive. Everybody's not bad, So anyway, what we're going to talk about today is different things that you encounter with people and when you allow yourself to be in a toxic relationship. So one point in time, Lita did not love herself. One point in time, Lita didn't have respect for herself. She was not nice. She didn't set no boundaries for herself. Just like I was just living life, and unfortunately, I let a lot of people come in and take advantage of me. And as I look back on it, it's a life lesson, and I don't regret anything that happened because we all go through lessons in life. But what I want to talk about is, getting back to yourself and pouring love into yourself and respecting yourself and setting boundaries, because I was in a situation with someone and I just let them use me. I didn't speak up for myself. I didn't say, hey, you hurt my feelings, or hey, I don't like this. I was just going along with everything. We would fight, argue all the time. Like, it wouldn't be a point where it was just peace. My peace was disturbed tremendously. And if you don't listen to anything that I say out of this video, please, 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 please do not let no one disturb your peace, because peace is everything. When people used to say that, when I used to hear people say, I just want peace, I used to be like, man, I got peace. No, I didn't have peace. I had destruction and just turmoil and toxicity. And a lot of times people get off on being toxic. Like they really like being toxic. And I personally, I cannot deal with that anymore. And I don't want to see anyone else deal with that doesn't want to deal with it. If you and your man, or your man and you a man and you got your girl and y'all like doing that, then that's y'all business. But this is for my people that don't want to deal with that. If you're at a point in your life where you feel like you can't go on, or you can't take that next step, I'm here to tell you to take that next step, to move, to walk away from the toxic situation, because you'll lose yourself eventually. You'll definitely lose yourself. And I had a constant battle with my flesh and my spirit. My flesh wanted to feel good. My spirit wanted me to fulfill my own dreams and, purify my soul. And it was just a constant battle, and I would let the flesh win every single time. And when you let the flesh win, nothing good comes out of that. And that's just facts. And that's from experience. I turned to people. I had let people just direct my life. I didn't have no guidance. I was just out here living. And I let that person take so much of me and just do whatever they wanted to me, that I just was just coasting through life. I was just existing at one point in life. And I broke down. I remember I broke down really bad. And I called my best friend, and at that time, she had never heard me cry. She never heard me, get emotional. And she drove all the way. I think she lives how far she say she lived? Maybe like an hour away. She drove all the way down to my house to comfort me, because I was just that just that sick and tired. I was that shattered. And when I was with the person, I didn't allow myself to be friends with them first. Now, we knew each other from, school, stuff like that. But I really didn't know them, and he really didn't know me. And what I'm here saying today is that don't let social media influence you to think that what you see is what you're going to get. Learn to get to know people and be their friend, because 9 times out of 10, while you are that person's friend, they're going to show you some things that you're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm not messing with that. Versus you and that person saying, oh, we're girlfriend or boyfriend just to have a title. That don't mean nothing. If you ain't got this, I mean, a ring, people are like, well, a ring don't mean nothing to me. I'm sorry to tell you, but I like to say, a covenant, husband and wife, that's something that's important to me. If you're dealing with somebody that's not good for you, and they trying to control your life or try to dictate what you do, run, get out of there. Get out of there. Because it's nothing going to be good about that. It's just going to be darkness. And when someone sees you and they want to use your weakness, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people get to know you just to learn your weaknesses. And they know your strengths. So they don't touch that part. They like to touch your weakness. And, it's a sad thing, because when you don't have the foundation in yourself to be like, okay, let me get myself up out of this situation, because I know it's going to turn into something that I don't want it to turn into. Versus you staying in it and you just constantly just taking a mess and you just letting it just rot. Like you're just rotting, and it starts to spill out. You start cussing folks out that you're close to. You start shutting down. You start going to parties and you just sitting there quiet because you're thinking about this person and what they've done to you. It goes into so many levels of craziness. I'm here to tell you it's not worth it. It's not worth holding on to that person, because life is so much more than just saying, oh, I got a boyfriend or I got a girlfriend. It's so much more than that. And people do meet their soulmate. Don't get me wrong. People will meet somebody that's good for them. But if you're just moving from partner to partner, trying to find yourself, that's not good. You have to sit down and you have to get to know yourself. You have to be by yourself. Sometimes you do have to be alone in order to quiet your thoughts, because if you are the type of person where you're not taking care of yourself and you're expecting someone else to take care of you mentally, physically, emotionally, it's going to be nothing but erratic thoughts. You're going to be around here like just tripping. And that's where I was. I was out here tripping. Like, I would think that I would have to post on social media so they, I could just prove to the world, like, yeah, I'm happy. Oh, Lita happy. Oh, look at her. She's smiling. But behind that smile was sadness, was fear, was doubt, was a lot of things, lack of confidence. And I'm thinking that I'm, going through life like, yeah, I ain't gonna let nobody know that I'm out here, being weak, Because people, honestly, a lot of people don't be caring what you do. They don't. They really don't. You got some people that's just trying to keep up with you to see if you're failing, to see if you still stuck in that place that you was stuck in. So, I can't talk, y'all. The point that I'm trying to make, can you get with me? Can I get an amen in here? God, is that you really have to love yourself and you have to respect yourself and you have to set boundaries, because if you don't have any type of boundaries in place and that person don't have any type of boundaries in place, y'all just throwing mess back and forth. Y'all playing ping pong, basically. and you just throwing your stuff on them, they throwing it back on you, and it's just a constant game, and it's really toxic. Like, I'm not with the toxic stuff no more. Like, I ain't gonna lie, people used to let me get off on arguing, you know, cussing them out, and, you know, oh, da 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 da. No, I want my peace. I want my peace of mind. I don't want to be hearing nobody nag. I don't want to hear nobody, you know, just in my ear, just yelling and doing the most. Like, if we can't have an adult conversation, then we don't need to talk. Like, I understand that we all gonna have our moments where we're gonna nag, we're gonna do stuff, but if it's like every single day of the moment of the second, why deal with it? Why keep putting yourself through that? You don't have to keep putting yourself through that. And that person will make you think that, oh, no, you have to deal with this, because if you don't deal with this, somebody else going, you know, ain't nobody else going to deal with you. I know how to handle you. You know how to handle me. I'm not a tool. I'm a whole human being. I have feelings. Like, I don't come with instructions. Like, oh, when in use, please be careful. Like, no, we're gonna have moments. Don't get me wrong. Everybody's going to have moments where they're going to argue and not agree with each other. But it gets to a point where you start disrespecting, you start calling each other out each other's name. It got to stop. At some point, somebody has to be like, look, this is enough. Enough is enough. And often, too many times, a lot of people just stick with it and they just go with it. I was that person. I would just go with the flow, going with the wind. Like, wherever they went, I went. No. I was so afraid to say something, because it was like, if I lose them, you know, what am I have? What am I do? You're going to live life. You're going to do what you were destined to do. You're going to use your gift. That's what you're going to do. Don't let anyone stop you from being great. Don't let fear get into your heart so bad where you just like, I don't want to do nothing. I'm just going to close myself up. This is not the time to do that. This is time to get everything together, because if somebody is coming to you with trash and they're not trying to enhance your life, they don't need to be in your life. When you meet your partner, you guys are supposed to enhance each other and blossom and reproduce. And you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to do great things. And too many times we just let people come in and just shit on us. Like, literally just take everything and just say, well, I'm going to just put all my dump on you. No, I don't want to be dumped on. I don't want to be dumped on. If you come into me with all these problems and you can't figure out if you want to be with Tiffany, Brittany, Letitia, Keisha, and you trying to come to me, no. Handle your mess before you try to come step into something else, because that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. People jump from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, and at the end of the day, they still don't have anything. They're still empty. You can't keep going through different partners trying to find yourself. You have to find your own self. You have to learn your own self. You have to know what triggers you, what don't trigger you, what you gonna deal with, what you're not gonna deal with. My phone just did a little something. I'm sorry if that paused. But you definitely have to love yourself. You definitely have to respect yourself. And guys, I'm telling you, if you're dealing with something that's not good for your spirit or your soul, leave it alone. And I know it can get hard. I know it's easier said than done, but you have to really discipline yourself and stop listening to the flesh and go towards your spirit, because 9 times out of 10, your flesh is going to lead you down to the path of destruction. Your spirit is going to lead you to where you need to be, walking on the way and going, getting your blessings, and going to, taking trips and you know what I'm saying, out here doing your thing. So if you guys don't remember anything else, please remember to just love on yourself and take your time with yourself. Don't rush things. Don't rush things, because patience is everything. And I had to learn patience the hard way. So I want to thank you guys for listening. I am done speaking on my soapbox today. I'm coming back with more content, and we're going to be more consistent. Like I said, this is my baby, so bear with me. I'm trying to get everything right, but I do appreciate everyone who listens and who, gives me feedback. If you have any feedback, feel free to comment, inbox me on Instagram. My Instagram is at @QueenLita_. And it is in my the link, my little bio thing, if you want to reach out. Again, I hope you guys are having a great night. Stay positive, and remember, you know, you hold the key to your life. No one else does. So I will talk to y'all next time. Love